Hello, Good Shepherd and Saints Francis and John. I'm Father Lin Nguyen with St. Francis and John Church. This week we prepare with the Gospel message for the 25th Sunday of Ordinary Time. A reading from the Gospel according to St. Matthew. Jesus told his disciples this parable. The kingdom of heaven is like a landowner who went out at dawn to hire laborers for his vineyard. After agreeing with them for the usual daily wage, he sent them into his vineyard. Going out about 9 o'clock, the landowner saw others standing idle in the marketplace, and he said to them, "You too, go into my vineyard, and I will give you what is just." So they went off. And went out again around noon, and around 3 o'clock, and did likewise. Going out about 5 o'clock, the landowner found others standing around and said to them, "Why do you stand here idle all day?" They answered, "Because no one has hired us." He said to them, "You too, go into my vineyard." When it was evening, the owner of the vineyard said to his foreman, "Summon the laborers and give them their pay, beginning with the last and ending with the first." When those who had started about 5 o'clock came, each received the usual daily wage. So when the first came, they thought that they would receive more, but each of them also got the usual wage. And on receiving it, they grumbled against the landowner, saying, "These last ones work only 1 hour, and you have made them equal to us, who bore the day's burden and the heat." He said to one of them in reply, "My friend, I am not cheating you. Do you not agree with me for the usual daily wage? Take what is yours and go. What if I wish to give this last one the same as you? Or am I not free to do as I wish with my own money? Are you envious because I am generous? Thus the last will be first, and the first will be last." It is not fair, isn't it? When I hear this gospel, I always think of the time that I wasn't allowed to see the movie Exorcist, and my older brothers could. It is not fair. It didn't matter how much my father explained that I was too young to watch this scary movie. I did it secretly. I did see it, and it scared the heck out of me. Couldn't sleep in the dark, or so much anxiousness and fear. Friend, in this gospel, when we hear it, we so quickly run toward the unfairness. We are so quickly oriented toward our own self. This is the condition of sin that is pretty much rooted deep in every one of us. The whole world is positioned around my little self. My life is about me. God's salvific love of Christ is to direct us away from this mindset. When our lives are steering away from ourselves and toward God, we are able to truly see the beauty of love and hence discover true happiness. The gift of this gospel is to direct us toward the generous love of the landowner, which is God for us. Look at the gifts that are given to each of us from God. None of us receive the same. Each receive the uniqueness which pertains to each individual. From our looks to our very own abilities, all is directed in a special way and find its goodness in God alone. Let us reflect on this beautiful gospel with a gratitude and thanksgiving of how much God loves us and shares with us His grace. Let us offer a prayer of appreciation for God's generosity, making each of us in a unique way that is special and very much complemented with those around us. Before we jump quickly to see the unfairness in our lives, let us turn to a God in humility to see His graciousness in the situation. So here is a family activity. Have you ever said, "That's not fair"? Why is fairness important? Is God fair in this story? Why or why not? Discuss this with your family. Do you ever feel jealous of people because of things they have or things they do? Practice asking God for help in your field when you feel jealous of someone this week, seeking Him in that moment. God bless. See you at Mass.